Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to cover three operators: the arithmetic operators, the relational operators, and the conditional operators. Now, there are five arithmetic operators: multiply, divide, modulus, plus, and minus. So probably you are aware about multiply, divide, plus, and minus. The fifth one, the modulus operator, is used to know what is the remainder. For example, if I divide 5 by 2, so how we do it? So we say 2 and 2 times 2 is 4, and what we get as a remainder is 1. So if I say 5 divided by 2, so the system is going to return me the quotient, which is 2. But if I want to know the remainder, then I'll say 5 modulus 2, and this will return me 1, which is the remainder. Okay, so remember, the divide will return you the quotient part, and the modulus will return you the remainder part. The next thing to remember in the arithmetic operators is the precedence. This means that if in an expression we have used multiple operators, for example 5 plus 2 into 4 divided by 2 minus 1, then what will be the answer, or what will be the steps? So multiply, divide, and modulus, they have got higher precedence as compared to plus and minus. This means that in this expression, the very first thing that will be solved is multiply or divide. Now, which one out of these? Both are having the same precedence. So if two operators which are having the same precedence are there in the expression, then we will solve the left one first. Okay, so the left operator is solved first. So 2 into 4 will be done first. So this expression will be reduced to 5 plus 2 into 4 is 8 divided by 2 minus 1. Next we will solve divide. So this means 5 plus 8 by 2 is 4 minus 1. Now again plus and minus are having the same precedence. So we will solve the left operator first. So 5 plus 4 is 9 minus 1. So the final answer will be 8. So this is the only important thing you need to remember, that multiply, divide, and modulus are having higher precedence than plus and minus, which means they will be solved first. If multiple operators having the same precedence are there in their expression, then we will solve the left operator first and then the right one. Now let us try some programming practice based on the arithmetic operators. So let us suppose that we have a simple scenario wherein we want to calculate the simple interest. So to calculate simple interest, we know that the expression is principal into rate of interest into time divided by 100. So this means I need three input. I need principal, let's suppose P, I need rate of interest R, and I need time. Okay, so the principal can be float because we know that principal, the amount can be anything. Rate of interest and time can also be float. So rather than taking them as integers, we should take them as float. Either you can scan the value from the user, so let's do it, or you can also give the values directly. Enter the values of PRT, scanf, so percentage F space percentage F space percentage F. So this means the user can enter all of them in the same line, separated them with space. So ampersand P, ampersand R, and ampersand T. Alright, so the expression will be what? P into R into T and the whole divided by 100. Put them in bracket. Okay, now I need to save this in some variable, right? The resultant should be saved somewhere. So let's suppose that is SI. So I have not declared SI variable, so let us do that. Alright, so we have taken the input, done the processing part. The final part will be the output, which is printf simple interest is percentage dot 2f because I want to print till 2 decimal place. The answer is in SI. Compile and run. Okay, enter the values. Let's suppose the principal is 1200, rate of interest is 3.3 and time is 4. So my simple interest is 158.40. Alright, so let's do one more. Now remember that for every question there should be three things that you should focus on. First is what is the input. Second is processing part, means what are equations, what are logic has to be applied, and then the output. Alright, so the next question that we will try is, let's suppose that you have a temperature measuring device which gives you the temperature in Fahrenheit, but you want to know the temperature in Celsius. So what algorithm or what program you should write so that the temperature is converted from Fahrenheit into Celsius. So the first thing is the input, int temperature, so that will be in Fahrenheit. So we can read that from the user. So I'm straight away going to read it without displaying a message, which you can do now on your own. Ampersand sign in temperature, right? So this is the input. Next we need to do the processing part. So we need to know what is the formula. The formula is whatever is the temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32, and this is to be multiplied with 5 and then divided by 9. Okay, so the temperature I'm not storing in F but in temp, so I'll write here temp. Now we need to save this as a resultant, so let's save this in a variable C underscore temp, so temperature in Celsius. So the result is saved in C underscore temp. Okay, so we have done the processing part. The last part is the output. So printf temperature in Celsius is %T, comma C underscore temp. Save, compile and run. Okay, there is a error. Okay, we have forgotten the semicolon at the end. Okay, compile and run. So it's waiting for the input. Let's suppose the input temperature is 64. The corresponding temperature in Celsius is 17 degrees Celsius. Alright, the next operators that we are going to cover are relational operators. Again, pretty straightforward. Less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, and not equal to. So nothing new. You have been using these on your daily routine. The only thing to focus here is this one, equal to. So whenever I want to equate, don't use single equal to, which is a assignment operator. For example, x is equal to 2. So this is a assignment. The value 2 is assigned to x. But when I say x double equal to 2, this means I am checking whether the value stored inside x, is it equal to 2? For example, 5, is it equal to 2? So all the relational operators, whatever I write, x less than 5, x greater than equal to 5. So if the condition is true, then it is going to return true or 1. If the equation is false, it is going to return false, or you can say 0. Okay, so on true the expression will return 1, on false the expression will return 0. So let us now try a couple of examples using relational operators. So let's have two integers, x whose value is 5 and y whose value is 10. If I say printf is x greater than y %d comma x greater than y. So if this expression is true, it will return 1. If it is false, it will return 0. So I know that x is not greater than y, so it will return 0. Now I'll copy paste this, and now I'll check is x less than y. Again %d, x less than y. Okay, same way I can do for less than equal to, greater than equal to, or any other relational operator. Say a new line and new line, save, compile and run. And you can see here, is x greater than y? No, it's not. So it returned 0. Is it less than y? Yes. So it returned 1. Okay. So always remember, the relational operators are going to return 1 on true, 0 on false.